Have you ever wondered if your cat is secretly holding a grudge against you? Well, chances are it might be. Cats may not speak our language, but they definitely remember the things they don't like. And trust me, there are some things they'll never forgive you for. In today's video, we're going to uncover the 10 things your cat will never forgive. And some of these might really surprise you. So, before you accidentally end up on your cat's blacklist, stick around till the end. Especially number 6. Most cat parents have no idea how serious that one is. But before we dive in, just a quick reminder. If you love cats and enjoy learning about them, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's totally free, and it really helps support this channel and keeps us motivated to bring you more awesome content like this. Alright, let's get into it. Ignoring their pain or discomfort. One of the most heartbreaking mistakes a cat parent can make is missing the signs that their cat is in pain. Cats are naturally quiet about discomfort. They evolved to hide weakness in the wild to avoid predators. So if your cat is showing signs like limping, hiding more than usual, avoiding their food, or suddenly becoming aggressive, that's their subtle way of saying something's wrong. Now, imagine being in pain, confused, scared, and the person you trust just ignores you. That's how your cat feels when their discomfort is dismissed or unnoticed. They may not understand what pain is in the same way we do, but they absolutely feel it, and remember the moment no one came to their aid. Even something as simple as overgrown claws, dental pain, or constipation can seriously affect their mood. If it happens repeatedly, your cat can start to emotionally withdraw. They'll see you less as a source of comfort and more as someone who doesn't get them. The good news? Cats also remember kindness. So if you're quick to notice discomfort and take action, like a vet visit or a soft cuddle, your cat feels safe again. You rebuild trust. But if they suffer in silence too often, you risk losing that connection. And once that bond breaks, it's very hard to repair. Loud noises and sudden yelling. Cats live in a world of heightened senses. Their hearing is far more sensitive than ours, which means loud noises that might be mildly annoying to us are absolutely terrifying to them. Yelling, banging doors, dropping heavy objects, vacuuming suddenly, all of these can feel like attacks in a cat's world. And if you're the source of that loud sound, they don't forget it. When a human yells, especially in anger, cats don't understand the words. They only feel the energy. Their heart races, their body tenses, and they instinctively want to flee or hide. It triggers a fight or flight response, and if this happens frequently, it creates long-term stress. Eventually, your cat starts associating you with danger. Worse, repeated exposure to yelling or chaos can cause behavior changes, anxiety, hiding, aggression, even illness. Cats are emotionally complex. They might forgive once or twice, but if it becomes a pattern, they stop trusting the person causing the fear. Now, you don't need to tiptoe around your home like a ninja, but being mindful goes a long way. If you're angry, step away from your cat. If you need to vacuum, give them a heads up, maybe even a treat or safe hiding space first. Because here's the truth. Cats don't hate noise. They hate unexpected and uncontrolled noise. And if they think you're unpredictable, it damages the trust you've built. They won't hold a grudge like a human, but they will remember and act accordingly. Forced cuddles or handling. Look, we get it. Your cat is soft, fluffy, and absolutely irresistible. Who wouldn't want to scoop them up and give them a tight hug? But here's the thing. Most cats hate being picked up when it's not on their terms. And when you constantly force cuddles, you're crossing their boundaries. It may feel like love to you, but to them, it feels like being restrained or controlled. Cats are independent animals. They value choice, especially when it comes to physical touch. When you grab them while they're napping, purring peacefully, or simply not in the mood, they interpret it as a violation. Some will wriggle away and move on. Others, they'll remember and avoid you the next time you come close. Forced handling is even more stressful if it involves belly touches or squeezing, areas cats instinctively protect. Even if they don't lash out in the moment, they may begin to develop anxiety around you, hiding when you approach or avoiding your lap altogether. The solution is simple. Let them come to you. When they initiate touch, rubbing against your leg, curling up on your chest, that's their way of saying, I trust you. Respect that. Reward it. And don't betray that trust by handling them like a plush toy. When your cat feels safe around you, they'll be more affectionate naturally. But if you keep forcing love, they'll keep pulling away. Changing their environment. Without warning. Cats are creatures of routine. They thrive on predictability. The same nap spot, the same feeding corner, the same view from the window. So when you suddenly move furniture, bring in a new roommate, or even just rearrange their litter box, it throws them into a whirlwind of stress. To you, it's just a new rug or a reorganized room. To your cat, it's a complete invasion of their territory. A home they thought was safe has suddenly become foreign. Cats rely heavily on scent and spatial memory. When their favorite spot smells different or no longer exists, they feel displaced. You might notice them hiding more, avoiding certain rooms, or even marking their territory. That's not them being difficult. It's them reacting to an unexpected threat. And if this kind of change happens often, or you don't give them time to adjust, they may develop long-term stress. In their mind, the person responsible for the chaos is you. And that trust they had? It starts to crack. Now, this doesn't mean you can never redecorate, but always do it slowly. Let them sniff the new item. Keep their key zones, like food, water, and litter, in consistent places. Most importantly, show them affection and consistency during transitions. Because a cat who feels like they're constantly losing control of their space will start pulling away emotionally. And that can be hard to come back from. If you've made it this far and you're thinking, wow, I had no idea some of these things were such a big deal to cats, you're not alone. These little details make a huge difference in your cat's happiness. If you're enjoying the video and learning something new, do consider subscribing to support the channel. It's totally free, and your support really motivates us to keep creating content for cat lovers like you. Being left alone for too long. Cats may seem independent, and they are, but that doesn't mean they enjoy being alone for extended periods. Yes, they sleep a lot, but when they're awake, they still crave interaction, mental stimulation, and environmental variety. When you're gone for long hours every single day without any enrichment or company, your cat starts to feel abandoned. And trust me, cats don't take loneliness lightly. Some cats might become depressed while others get anxious or destructive. You might come home to a tipped-over water bowl, scratched furniture, or a litter box accident. These aren't acts of revenge, they're signs of emotional distress. Even worse, prolonged neglect of their social and emotional needs can cause your cat to emotionally detach from you. They might stop greeting you at the door, avoid cuddles, or no longer respond to your voice. Not because they're angry, but because they've learned they can't rely on you for connection. What's even trickier is that cats won't always show their loneliness in obvious ways. They might just sleep more or go quiet. You might not notice right away that they're slipping into emotional isolation. To prevent this, make the time you do have together really count. Give them attention, play with them using interactive toys, or even leave the TV or calming music on when you're out. Consider puzzle feeders or window perches to break the boredom. And if you're going away for a while, arrange for a sitter who actually interacts with them, not just someone to refill food and water. Cats forgive the occasional busy day, but if they feel forgotten over and over again, that's something they never truly get over. Rough play or handling. That causes fear. Kittens play rough, and sometimes we think it's cute to wrestle or wiggle fingers near their face. But what starts as innocent fun can quickly become overwhelming or even scary for your cat. If you've ever used your hand as a toy or allowed others to be rough with your cat, even in play, they might have forgiven you once. But not if it keeps happening. Cats don't enjoy unpredictability in physical interaction. Rough play that involves grabbing, sudden movements, or even teasing, like dangling a toy and snatching it away repeatedly, can turn from fun to fear in seconds. And unfortunately, your cat might associate you, or even humans in general, with those negative feelings. The long-term impact? They become wary of play, especially with hands. They might stop initiating games, flinch when you reach out, or even react defensively. Some cats become aggressive, not because they're mean, but because they're scared you'll hurt them again. Even children or guest roughhousing can damage your cat's sense of safety. A single traumatic interaction may stay with them for life. Think about it from their perspective. A giant creature suddenly grabs you or pokes at you unpredictably. That's terrifying. Always use toys to play, wand toys, strings, balls, but never your hands. Let them set the pace, and always watch their body language. If their ears go back, tail flicks, or they try to walk away, the fun is over. Cats remember who respects their boundaries, and who doesn't. And those who don't? Yeah, they're not getting a second chance anytime soon. Punishment-based discipline. This one's a biggie. Many people still believe in punishing cats when they misbehave, spraying water, yelling, swatting, or isolating them in a room. But here's the truth. Cats don't respond to punishment the way dogs, or even kids might. Instead of learning what they did wrong, they just learn to fear you. Cats live in the moment. When you punish them, they don't connect the punishment to their action. What they do connect is the fact that someone they trust is now a threat. And that trust, it shatters fast. Let's say your cat scratches the couch and you spray them with water. Next time, they won't stop scratching. They'll just do it when you're not around. And they'll start associating your presence with negative experiences. The result? A distant, fearful cat who no longer wants affection from you. Worse still, punishment can lead to anxiety, depression, or behavioral issues. It teaches your cat nothing, except that you're unpredictable and scary. That's not discipline, that's fear. So what should you do instead? Use positive reinforcement. Reward good behavior with treats or affection. Redirect bad behavior. Offer a scratching post instead of punishing for using the couch. Train them with consistency, not fear. Cats will never forget being punished unfairly, but they will remember who treated them with kindness, and those are the humans they stay close to. Taking them to the vet without comfort. Let's be real, no cat loves going to the vet. But what they really remember, and don't forgive easily, is how we handle the experience. Dragging them into a carrier they hate, rushing the process, ignoring their fear, dropping them off in a strange place, surrounded by unfamiliar smells and barking dogs, then taking them home as if nothing happened. For cats, this is a full-blown traumatic event. Now, vet visits are necessary, but they don't have to be a nightmare. What matters is how you do it. Cats who are forced into it without any comfort or prep often start associating you with the fear. They might hide from you before and after visits. They may even grow distant over time. Here's how you can change that. Keep the carrier in sight all the time, not just before vet trips, so it's familiar. Place soft blankets or items that smell like you inside. Talk gently, offer treats, keep calm yourself, because your anxiety transfers to them. When you're back, don't just toss them into the house and walk away. Give them a quiet, warm space and stay nearby. Comfort them if they want it. The goal is to make them feel protected through the stress, not abandoned. Because cats never forget how you made them feel when they were scared. If you become the source of calm, you strengthen the bond. But if you become part of the trauma, they won't trust you the same way again. Disrespecting their litter box. Cats are very particular about their hygiene, and their litter box is sacred territory. If you slack on cleaning, move it around constantly, or pick a bad spot, you're disrespecting their core instinct. And cats don't forgive litter box crimes. A dirty box is not just gross to a cat, it's a deal breaker. They might refuse to use it, start going elsewhere, or worse, stop eating due to stress. They see your neglect as a sign you don't care about their well-being. Changing the type of litter, placing the box in high-traffic areas, or switching spots without notice also throws them off. Some cats hold in their waste rather than deal with an uncomfortable setup. That's not just unhealthy, it's emotionally distressing. Imagine having to use a filthy, smelly bathroom every day with no privacy. That's what it feels like for them when their litter box isn't cared for. So what's the fix? Scoop daily. Deep clean weekly. Keep it in a quiet, accessible area. Use a litter type they're used to, and if you must make changes, do it gradually. If you respect their space, they'll reward you with good habits. But if you ignore their needs, they'll never forget the discomfort, and your relationship will suffer. Betraying their trust. This is the big one, the umbrella that covers all others. Trust is everything to a cat. It's what makes them curl up next to you, sleep on your chest, or meow at the door when you leave. But once that trust is broken, whether through fear, neglect, or repeated disrespect, it's incredibly hard to earn back. Maybe you tricked them into a vet visit, or pushed them too far when they clearly wanted space, or didn't protect them from someone who scared or hurt them. These little things accumulate, and eventually your cat might decide you're not safe. Unlike dogs, cats don't forgive easily. They don't forget. They become distant, cold, maybe even aggressive. And rebuilding that trust? It takes time, patience, and a whole lot of gentle love. The key is consistency. Show them you've changed. Respect their boundaries. Don't rush it. Let them come to you again. Because when a cat finally forgives and curls up in your lap after weeks of distance, it's the most heartwarming moment. But don't take it for granted. You only get so many chances with a cat, and once you've used them all, you may never fully get that bond back. So, which one of these did you find most surprising? Let us know in the comments. We love hearing your cat stories. If this video helped you understand your cat better, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. It's free, and it really helps support this channel so we can keep bringing you valuable cat content. Until next time, treat your kitty like royalty, because in their world, you're not the owner, you're the guest.